Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another video, and in this video, we're going to be talking all about the new level of power, 7-star champions. So, I'm just going to be ranking the 10 7-stars that I personally, myself, Lagacy, desire the most. Now, this could be any order for depending on who it is, of course. Now, my wants and needs for this pool is heavily dependent on what I already have with my account. So there might be a champ that I don't say that you really want, and it's just trust me, there's probably a good reason for it. Or maybe I just hate your champ that you like. That could be a reason too. Like Joe Fixit, YOLO. If you're watching this, kabam YOLO. I hate Joe Fixit. I do, but you love him, and that's cool. That's cool. A lot of people love Joe Fixit, but me, I hate him. If I pull Joe Fixit, I'm gonna be so mad. He's the one guy I don't want in this pool. If I pull Joe, I'm gonna be so mad. But all right, let's get into this list. So shout out to Cat Murdoch for making this awesome graphic. So this is the initial 7-star pool that we're gonna be talking about. So it's gonna be the top 10 of these champions here. Now, if we go ahead and jump to the content creator program beta, we actually have all the 7-stars, which is really weird, and we can make content on them as of today, which I decided not to do. Just, I don't know, it felt weird to be making content on 7-stars when I haven't even opened a 7-star crystal. Just, I don't know, it feels like we're getting ahead of ourselves, so I decided just to not make any type of that content. But I'm glad I have them, because now I can, do this in-game. So I got a list here of the top 10 champs that I want. And this is just like, thinking about it for like less than an hour. Not a ton of thought I got into this. This is just what I want. Not that I need a ton of thought, because I know which champions I like and which ones I want. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. At number 10, the 10th champion that I desire the most out of all of these 7-stars here. And it's it wouldn't be kabam if there wasn't bugs or glitches, even on the content creator beta. Trust me. It's an issue still. So you see, there's a glitch. I didn't get all the 7-stars. So yeah, but Hulk coming in at number 10, OG buffed Hulk. Now you might be thinking, why is this guy at number 10? He should be your number 1. Maybe, but I haven't played him. I have not played him after his buff. I haven't really even seen gameplay. All I know is what I've heard, and what I've heard is incredible things. But I just didn't really want to dive into the character until it's a 7-star. I want to get him as a 7-star and just learn how he works as a 7-star. I have an unduped 6-star that I don't give a crap about. But a 7-star Hulk, you give me a 7-star Hulk and I'll learn how to play him. Yeah, then I'm intrigued. Okay, I'll give him a try. So number 10, I would really love a Hulk. He could have been a lot higher on this list too. Like I said, I have heard a lot of good things, but I'm just going to put him at number 10 because there's other champs that I know a lot better that I definitely want as well. So that's number 10, Hulk. Heard nothing but good things after his buff. Excited to pull him, hopefully, and take him for a spin. Really, really excited. Like I said, I've heard nothing but good stuff about the buff, but I have not tested it. All right, coming in at the number 9 spot, we have the brick wall himself, Korg. So Korg, I love this guy, man. Seriously. Korg is one of my favorite champs in the game. He is just a brick wall on defense. I love when I'm playing Battlegrounds and I see a Korg pop up. I'm like, yeah, give me that Korg. Give me that Korg, man. Yes, if I see Korg, 89% of the time, I take him. Because he is just such an animal on defense. Even if your opponent has a counter, he can still mess them up. I've put Korg down and my opponent has a good counter, and I come out and they're at 50% health. Because Korg is just that guy. He causes problems. Now, of course, the great thing about Korg is his awakened ability, and that's what really makes him a threat on defense. And so a 7-star, we're not gonna have that. But I would still like to get a 7-star Korg. Probably wouldn't put him into my deck unless I awakened him though. So I'd need to pull him twice. But if I did pull him twice, yeah, I'd definitely put him in my deck. And I'd even maybe rank 2 him as a 7-star. So, yeah, 7-star Korg, bro. sign me up. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that like don't want to pull Korg as 7-star. Not me. Not this guy. I'll take all the 7-star Korgs. I'll probably have enough for like 3 7-stars when they go live, or I'm close to 3. Yeah, I'll take 3 Korgs. You want to give me 3 Korgs? That's fine by me. I'll have a Sig 40 Korg by the end of the day. Sure. I would not complain, dude. I would not be complaining if I just kept pulling Korg. Even if I pulled him like 5 times, sure. Sure. I don't mind. Until he's Sig 200, keep giving me Korg, bro. Totally fine by me. And same goes for the number 8 champ that I want the most out of this pool. And that's Domino. Same exact concept as Korg. But, yeah, pretty much, yeah, exact same concept as Korg. Just one of the best defenders, you know, in the entire game. I think Korg and Domino are 1 and 2 best defenders. 1 and 2, top 2. Based on my personal experience playing this game for 6 years and playing this game in Battlegrounds in beta before it even came out, grinding every single beta and playing every single season of Battlegrounds so far, I can tell you from my experience, Korg and Domino are the 2 best defenders in the game. And I think Kabam knows that. I think their data, their stats probably also reflect that, and that's why they're both in this pool, if you ask me. Because Kabam knows they're the 2 best defenders in the game, and that's why they put him here. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense when I think about it that way. And so, same thing with Korg. I would love to pull a Domino. The reason why I put Domino above Korg, though, is because I don't hate playing Domino on attack. I don't love it. I don't even really like it when the RNG is, you know, not incredible. Then I like it. But I'd much rather play Domino on attack than Korg, you know? Domino, I've been in some sticky situations where I've had to use Domino on attack, and she's come through for me. I remember one time I didn't have a Domino counter, and my opponent did, and we both had, you know, rank 4 Sig 200 Dominos. Like, he had Nimrod, I didn't. So, you know, he puts his Domino down. I didn't have an option. I used my Domino, and it worked. She crushed the other Domino. So, Domino can get you out of some bad situations, especially in Battlegrounds. And with synergies, bro, look how many synergies Domino has. 8. 8. This thing is full with synergies. Like, it's insane how many she has. And some really good ones, especially with Red Hulk and mcoc. She's making her heavies hit absurdly hard. So, yeah, I'd be cool with a 7-star Domino. And again, same thing with Korg. Sig 40 Domino, sure. Sig 60 Domino, sure. Give me all the Dominos till she's Sig 200. That's fine by me. Those are 2 characters I really don't care. I don't mind as many times as I pulled them. I'm going to be happy with it. So, yeah, that's number 8 and number 9, Domino and Korg. All right, coming in at the number 7 spot, my 7th most wanted 7-star. That's this guy right here, Venom. Because Venom is just so cool. One of my favorite characters in Marvel, you know, just my favorite story arc in Marvel is when I love Spider-Man, and I love when we get to the symbiote storyline. You know, I've seen it in so many different depictions and different cartoons and movies, live action. Like, it's just, I love it so much. The symbiote, I just think, is just one of the coolest concepts. It's like it's this living thing that bonds with you. Like, it's just this. I love the concept of the symbiote so much. And Venom just looks like so badass. Like, the Venom symbiote, you know, it is only what it is because it initially bonded with Spider-Man. And so, you know, it took a lot of Spider-Man's traits to then become Venom with Eddie. And, like, it's just, Venom's always just been one of the coolest looking guys in the contest. He's so jacked. He just looks so good. Look at that tail. That tongue. I was about to say, I call it a tail because that thing is so long. I've never seen a tongue so long. Venom's just so cool, bro. He's so cool. He does have, he's good in Battlegrounds too, like against Penny Parkers. Dude, he's a silent Penny Parker counter. Just a lot of really cool stuff Venom can do. And I just think he would be a really nifty 7-star to get. I don't know why. This is mainly a nostalgia pick, but yeah, I 7-star Venom would be so sick. He also has some pretty cool synergies. I think he has a really good one. I think it's with Scorpion that gives him like power gain buffs. That's pretty dope on Venom. But yeah, I would really love a 7-star Venom. I think that would just be so cool. Now, coming in at the number 6 spot, we have a bit of an odd pick, and that's Sauron. So, Sauron is an interesting one. He's definitely, more of a defender, definitely. But he's got some unique immunities. He has, I believe it's like the same immunities as Omega Red. Full immunity to poison, and then like 90% to bleed, I think. Yeah, 95% resistant. Looks like he also has immunity to Power Steel. I didn't know that. That's actually pretty cool. But yeah, I would love to get a Sauron, just out the box. He's going to be a good Battlegrounds defender, which would be really nice to just have in my deck. And I think there was word of Sauron getting a bit of a tune-up. I think. So if that also happens, then he could, be a little bit better on offense. Even though I don't think he's like horrible on offense or anything. I'd say he's a little bit underrated on offense, if anything. But yeah, definitely more of a defender. But I just like champions that, are really, really good in punishing on defense, but like can be used offensively, in a sticky situation if you need it. And like Domino, definitely more of an offensive option than Sauron, but Sauron, he doesn't need to be awakened, I don't think. Does he? I don't think so. No, definitely not. Not to be a good defender anyway. So like right out the box, Sauron's going to be viable for a Battlegrounds deck. So that's why I'd really love to pull him. Because like I don't want to... I was kind of thinking about taking my Sauron or Toad up to like a rank 4 level. I've thought about that a lot. But I just never did, and I'm really glad I didn't for Sauron anyways, because now he's going to be a 7-star. Like, and most champs that are 7-stars now, I just don't feel the need to invest in their 6-star versions. So, just would love to get a Sauron. I think that'd be a really, really good day 1 pull to just immediately get some use of in Battlegrounds. And then we have number 5. So we're getting to top 5 now, my most wanted 7-stars. Number 5 is Wongerz. Wongerz, man, I remember... the month he came out, it was with Rintra. Obviously, Rintra, like top 3 Mystic champion the entire game these days. But when I initially first tested him, I preferred Wong. Not trying to say like I thought Wong was better or anything. I just liked the way Wong worked. I liked his playstyle. He felt really good to me. And the great thing about Rintra and Wong is they're both, solid on offense and defense. I think Rintra, again, a little more so in both categories, but Wong is still, viable on defense and offense. So I think a Wong would just be a really, really slick pull. The issue I found with Wong, though, is he's really cool, does all kinds of good stuff. I just don't really see him being the best at any one thing that he really does. He's just kind of a jack of all trade type champion. That's kind of the way I look at Wong. And I do have a 6-star, but I never invested in the 6-star. Again, really glad I didn't invest in that 6-star because he is available as a 7-star. I think Wong is like a great concept of what a 7-star should be, like character wise. Like, a well-rounded character offensively, defensively, not super OP, not bad enough to need a buff, like, all around good champion. That's what I think of Wong as. So I'd really like to get him. Really like to get him. I remember when he more so first came out. I remember a lot of people took him to rank 4, and he was putting in a lot of work on Battlegrounds defense. I don't know if he still would today. I think a lot of people know how to fight him better, but I think he still definitely could definitely give some issues, especially in specific metas. Any meta that has some kind of increased power gain, I think he could be really dangerous for, because there's the very high chance of him going to a special 3. So yeah, I think Wongerz would just be a really, really sick pull to get as a 7-star. Really hoping to get this guy at day 1. I'd be really happy with that. All right, now moving on to number 4. This is a champion that I didn't think would be in this top 5 list, but the more I think about it, it makes a lot of sense. And that is America Chavez. So I really disliked this character when she first came out. Just really disliked her. And I mean, it's because she came out with freaking Hercules. Any champion that comes out with Hercules, unless it's Kitty, is going to be heavily overshadowed. And she was heavily overshadowed. But she also kind of sucked, which was apparent by her getting buffed. But now that she's been buffed, she's pretty darn good. She's really good at countering, any champion that has passive power gain, or any champion that just has a lot of buffs. She's just pretty nutty for, which that's not uncommon to come across those types of champions, especially in Battlegrounds. So I'm not sure about her awakened ability. It does sound very useful, but I don't know how much she needs that. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments. But I think she would be just a really good out-of-the-box 7-star to get. And again, I have the 6-star, never invested in the 6-star version of her, never going to now that she's available as a 7-star. So again, it's another one of those situations where it's perfect for me to get this champion as a 7-star, and then I can start to play with them, start to like them. But alright, that is going to do it for the top 7 champions I want. Now we get to top 3. And these 3 champions are champions that I am very familiar with, and I do have a way more experience than a lot of the other champions we just talked about. And so coming in at number 3 is just a tried and true champion. A little boring, a little on the vanilla side, but you cannot deny the power of this champion, and that is my boy Falcon. Dude, Falcon is such an incredible champion, and I wanted to take him to rank 4 for a while. It's just I can't do it because he's just so vanilla. You know, he's so basic. I just can't do it. I can't take him past rank 3. But I'm again glad I didn't because he's available as a 7-star. I think just a 7-star Falcon would just be so useful to have. He just turns off so much. You don't have to do anything. You just dash back, hold block, boom, you turn off the opponent's abilities like when you hit them. It's just he's such super simple but super effective. I freaking love my Falcon, bro. And with his awaken ability, it increases lock on by 2 seconds, and it just gives extra crit rate, which is, don't get me wrong, that's really good, but it's not needed at all for any of his utility. It is not needed at all. It just increases his damage, you know? So, and I mean, it increases the utility duration a little bit, 2 seconds, but definitely not needed to be effective at what Falcon does. So, yeah, I would really love a 7-star Falcon. That would be fantastic. And if I got him awakened, even better. Even better. But, yeah, just one time is the important thing. I'd really like to pick up a 7-star Falcon, because like I said, I can't justify giving those resources to my 6-star, especially now that he's available as a 7-star. So, yeah, 7-star Falcon would be epic. Again, a little boring, a little vanilla, but doesn't mean I don't want it. Doesn't mean I don't want it on my roster. Now we get to the top 2. Now these are the 2 7-stars that I am most excited about. The 2 that I definitely want the most. And so they're coming in at the number 2 spot. We have the first champion in a while on this list that I do have ranked up as a 6-star. I do have invested. The only other champions I have on this list so far at rank 4 level are Korg and Domino, which, I mean, those are really good defenders already at 600, so, you know, it's totally worth. And I don't care that they're 7-star versions. But Bishop here. So Bishop coming in at number 2. This makes me sort of regret having a rank 4 Bishop. You know, if I pull a 7-star Bishop, I'm going to wish, you know, I had a rank down ticket for my 6-star. But that doesn't mean I still don't want a 7-star Bishop. You know, Bishop, I don't think his awakened ability is all that important, especially as a defender. So, you know, it does get the unblockable, I think, with a certain amount of prowess, but I don't know, my Bishop's low sig. It's never really bothered me. I never really felt any need at all to give him sig stones. And Bishop, I use him actually way more as an attacker than a defender anyways. You know, so I look at Bishop more as an attacker. I'd say like 60% attacker, 40% defender for me. My usage with him as well. If we're checking my usage, it's probably more like 75-25 offense to defense ratio. I rarely put this guy in defense. Maybe I should more, but I really love him on attack, especially against Korgs. This guy is just my Korg killer. He's so good at shredding those Korgs, man. Love me Bishop for Korg. Probably my favorite matchup. You know, like I love Kitty for Korg, love Omega Red for Korg. I don't have one in my deck, but Bishop, he's so easy. He's just so easy. You know, Korg shrugs the parry stun. Bishop turns it into a passive, just free to light combo all you want. Throw the special too when the rock shield's down. Get a fat incinerate debuff, and you're just chilling. You're just chilling, watching his health bar go down. Yeah, man, 7-star Bishop. Really love this guy. Number 2 most wanted 7-star by a lot. Bishop. All right, now there's only one left, guys. Only one left, and there are. Let's do a couple honorable mentions. So Dragon Man, I think would be really sweet. Would really love to get Dragon Man. Just didn't quite make the list. Titania would be really awesome. However, I do already have a rank 4 Sig 200. If I didn't already have a rank 4 Sig 200 Titania, she would definitely have made the list. But because I do, I don't really care about the 7-star. Killmonger is another one that I really would like as a 7-star, especially if I manage to get him awakened. I did finally pull a 6-star Killmonger this year, but I think he's just chilling at rank 1. So yeah, would really like the 7-star. Same with Spider-Man here. Would love a 7-star Spider-Man. That'd be cool. Wiccan too. You know, that'd be kind of cool. Mantis would be pretty cool. Storm X would be cool. Guillotine would be all right. And Shuri, you know, after her buff, sure. And Sunspot, yeah, he's all right. Just not really. I don't really love Sunspot. But there's one champ here. By far, number 1. It's not even close. It's just the champion, my favorite champion in this pool, and the champion I want the absolute most as a 7-star. And that's Overseer, man. This guy right here. Oh, man. 7-star Overseer. If we get a 7-star Overseer, bro, oh, that would be so freaking good. Overseer, one of my favorite champs in the game. I have not read a ton of comic books in my life, like probably less than 10 like comic series, but I've been reading more lately, and one of my favorites that I read was the origin of you know, Overseer, the Maestro. It was so cool, man. I learned how he got the name Maestro, which I'm gonna tell you guys here. This is really, really interesting. So this is a while ago I read this, but there was, like, Earth was totally messed up, and there wasn't a lot of people living on it. So there was, like, groups, and Hercules was, like, a leader, and he had a group of people, and he was, like, the boss. So Hercules was the big boss, right? And Hercules' name was the Maestro. That was his name. And so this guy, you know, bearded Hulk, he ended up fighting Hercules, beating him, and then that's how he got the name. He beat up Hercules and took his name. He became the Maestro. This is really, really cool. I had no idea that's where the name came from. I was like, what? You beat the best champ? You beat Hercules? Like, yo, this is so cool. And I love the concept of this, you know, the Maestro Hulk. This version of Bruce Banner that just beat all the beings in his universe. Captain America, you got Silver Surfer's board. He's got an Infinity Gauntlet with a cosmic cube on it. He's got Ultron's helmet on his waistband. He's got Magneto's helmet on his waistband. Like, God, this dude is just so freaking cool, and he's so good as well, dude. He is fully immune to Nullify. That is one of my favorite immunities in the entire game. Is he the only 7-star that has immunity to Nullify? I think. I mean, I guess technically Titania does too because she's immune to it, but that's technically not the same. But yeah, man, like Overseer, oh, I'd love to pull him so bad. The only thing about Overseer though is you want him awakened. You do want him awakened, which I gave my 6-star on Awakening Gem. And my 6-star is at rank 3, and I've been meaning to take that 6-star rank 3 Overseer up to rank 4 for a very long time. It's a rank up I had always wanted to do, but I just never ended up pulling the trigger on it, which, again, so happy that I didn't, because he's available as a 7-star now. So, yeah, for me, guys, Overseer is my #1 most wanted pull. Yeah, and like I said, I'm going to have around, like, 3 crystals to open when 7-stars go live. I'm very excited for that opening. I know you guys are too. I'm sure you guys are very excited to open your own. Let me know in the comment section down below your number one most wanted pull from that 7-star basic. Let me know. I'd love to hear who you guys want the most. For me, it's Overseer. That is going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. These are my thoughts on my initial 10 most desired 7-stars. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, drop a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more content. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck on your 7-star openings. Peace out.